Yeah, I just realized I was mute. Good morning to everyone. Another first community call of the year. It's incredible. Like, is 3 years making community calls now? Kind of a number. 25 editions. It's a lot. How are you, Pedro? Felipe?
All good, man. Looking
Doing
pretty
well.
fun.
Good to be back in a community call.
But I need my
Back.
cap. I'll go grab it. Okay.
Okay, you can go. You can go.
No, we're just wearing caps because our hair is a mess, right, Juanpi?
It's like that, but sounds cooler to say that the cab is actually super fire. If you don't have one, you can find us on every in real life conference out there and grab yours. Also, we have our merch shop, so don't doubt on getting one of those. Unfortunately, we don't have Lial on this call. He was my accountability buddy on community calls for a long time. But well, we have Pedro, we have Philippe, and we have a lot of news to share with you guys. Of course, the main one is Talent Protocol V2. A lot of this topic was mentioned in the last month, but today you will actually discover what Talent Protocol V2 means and all the changes and updates that will come with it. And of course, we will mention some community updates as the Takeoff winners, Takeoff Denver. It was a huge event. A lot of things happened. I will talk about that later. But Pedro, if you are ready, I think we can start with the huge things, right?
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, I will stop sharing screen so you can share yours.
Oh,
Pedro is going to teach us Talent Protocol V2 in real life. Actually, first pitch, right?
yeah. First public pitch on the next steps. So excited. Let me share the screen. Um da-da-da. Go live. Let me put. Can you guys see it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, pleasure to be here again. First community call of the year. And the stage is all mine. And I'm going to show you what's coming next. We're calling it Talent Protocol V2. And we've been building the space for a few years now. Me personally, I've been in the HR tech space as a builder for 12 plus years. And for me, it was always clear that the talent markets are inefficient. And the main reason why that happens is because reputation is unreliable. It's hard to find. It's scattered. It's fragmented. And most of the times it's gated by the likes of LinkedIn. And all of this leads to shitty, bad processes when it comes to HR. And you can imagine, obviously, the risk of making a decision increases tenfold. And that's why we have this vision where we can evolve this market into, reliable, portable reputation. So exactly the opposite of a tool like LinkedIn is, which is most of the time self-reported, you know, personal branding, blah blah blah. Some people would say bullshit, and we believe that's not real reputation. So we want to build real reputation, and we're building that at scale. And that's why we are working on a talent ecosystem powered by AI and secured by blockchain that unlocks unique reputation data and makes human potential more visible. And I just want to take a moment here to say that this last part of making human potential more visible is a bullseye when it comes to our mission. We've always been saying our mission is about improving, helping the next generation of builders achieve success, and the best way we can do that is by giving them visibility. Them by them I mean also their potential, and that's what we believe is going to be game changer for many reasons. So first off, there's a race for tech talent. There's still a lot of demand for tech talent. The need for tech talent continues to increase, At the same time, there's low birth rates and higher increasing death rates. So the talent pool is also not increasing that much. And we're living in a world where the internet experience is changing. Everything is changing because of AI. There's a lot more noise, quote unquote noise. And if you already have an efficient marketplace for talent, with AI coming in, it has a big impact. Now, the good news is that a lot of many billions have been put into Web3 infrastructure. And guess what? Now we have Web3 infrastructure that actually can help us fix this problem. And I'm talking about abstraction. And that's a really good ramp up into the bull market coming in, or incoming bull market, which we all hope will happen very soon. And I just want to recap why we are where we are, what brought us here. And some of you in this call may know us since the start. Some others, I see some familiar faces, some others not. But look, we were born in a bull market, and everything we built in 2021, end of 2021, early 2022 was with that mindset. And then we got a huge punch in the face. Well, all of us did. And then the bear kind of hit us in the face, and we had to use that to keep on building and improving from the learnings we had, but changing a lot of stuff as well. But we can now say that we survived the bear, even though we're not in a bull yet, but we survived the bear, and now is the right moment. We are in a unique position to take advantage of that. And throughout this period, we've built many apps and experiments, but I want to highlight a few. One of them, which, if you are an OG of Talent Protocol, as Talent Tokens app, where people would be investing into builders. And that was kind of like, in a bull market, it kind of works because there's a lot of money, a lot of liquidity. But when a bear market comes, it turned into a false positive. But still, we learned a lot from it. And that allows us to keep going and move forward and building other stuff. One of them is the votings. And just last week, we had a record-breaking voting for takeoff scholarship for East Denver with over 2 million TAL in the prize pool. That was nuts. That's incredible. So early positive signals for something that could become something bigger, which is the Votings app. And some of you may know, last year we went through East Singapore Hackathon in, I think it was September last year, and we absolutely stole the show. We destroyed the scene. We were the most awarded project, and that project was Builderfy, the Q&A app for builders to monetize their knowledge. If you don't have an invite, because it's still private alpha, if you don't have an invite, you can ask in the Discord chat, and someone on the core team will give you one, or some people who already have Builderfy, they can also share theirs. And I don't want to, share a lot of alpha, but there's something new coming out very, very soon, which is kind of like the natural evolution of Talent Protocol, what we've built in terms of functionality to help builders achieve their goals through social betting. So I don't want to talk too much about it. Philippe, maybe he wants to share some words afterwards, but I'm really looking forward to this launch happening in the next couple of weeks. And basically, all this turns into like this vision for the protocol where it's easy for builders, developers to integrate reputation data into their apps, into their ecosystems. And I'm just going to go forward and show you visually what this means. This means we're building a reputation operating system that includes curators and AI learning from the curators to improve the quality of the reputation data that we have on Talent Protocol, but also we're only importing data from data sources that are approved by the DAO. Now, this DAO will only be set up post-token launch, of course, and this data, it only matters because there's this thing we're going to launch in the next month, which is called the Talent Passport. All of us, or most of us, have a passport when we travel, and we have like the stamps, places we go, all that. Imagine if you add that for professional reputation. So the reputation Talent Passport is just exactly that. So users can create theirs, and that will give them basically will be their reputation passport in the internet. And also they can collect other users' passports, which also acts as a social framework between users. And of course, apps can read and write. Apps that can use our API, they can read and write to the Talent Passports as well. There will be more news and more details on all of this coming to you soon. This ecosystem essentially will create moat for us. So this unique data created by humans, supported by AI, and a DAO to approve the data sources that make sense will allow us to implement an API that can be monetized, and the revenues generated from that can be used to incentivize the stakeholders. This can best be seen here on our what we call the growth flywheel, where the more apps, the better apps that we have, the more utility we can deliver to our community, the more daily active users we'll have, which will generate more passports, more reputation data, which increases the protocol usage, which then increases the capital deployed into talent rewards and goes back into the stakeholders, the apps, the users, and the curators. And so for this to happen, we need talent. And I know a lot of people on this call have a stake in TEL, which is great. So TEL is going to be the fuel for all of this. Without TEL, we cannot redistribute value to the stakeholders. So we need to launch it. And we are the team that's going to do that. So we are bear market survivors, aka a team you should be betting on. We are reputable. We've been building in this space forever in HR tech, but also Web3 social, mission driven, advancing the talent industry, and we're ready to disrupt the big players, the big boys like LinkedIn. They don't have a say in the new world we're building. And we are not doing this alone. We have an amazing crew backing us up in here. You can see all the logos, but also amazing angels as well. But I want to end this pitch with this. We cannot do this. We cannot launch TEL. We cannot build this ecosystem without this community. And that's why we are, for the first time ever, talking about this with you. It's the first time I'm doing this public pitch. So any feedback on the pitch would be amazing. But what I want to say is we're launching the TEL token in 2024. To know more, just participate. If you want to help, give us feedback. If you see a bug, report it. Keep participating in our marketing activities, Twitter, Warpcast, whatever. All the socials where we are present, engage us, and let's do this. Let's have an amazing 2024, and let's have a great TEL token launch. And that's it for me. Back to the studio. Back to you, Juanpi.
That was amazing. I mean, I'm already on the team, so I know the alpha, but I was still impressed. Yeah, literally, I'm hyped. I want that token launch. I want the ecosystem. I want everything that you mentioned on the call. A lot of apps coming, a lot of alpha was shared. I see the excitement in the chat. Philippe, what are your thoughts? I think you're mute.
Yes, now I'm back. Again, I mean, we've been very involved in this, so we've been thinking and developing this for the past 2 months at least. So I'm excited mostly to hear about feedback, hear about what other people think about this, so that because we've been inside this box for a long time, so getting feedback from other people is what I'm looking forward the most in the short term. Of course, in the long run, the token launch will be a important moment, but it's just one of the steps that we need to do in order to succeed with this plan. One of the big milestones, of course, a big one, but there are others before and after.
Yeah, I know there are a lot of things coming to this transition. Of course, you can leave your suggestions, your feedback on this Discord chat on the community call, or maybe on the suggestion channel we have on Discord. All feedback is well appreciated, and yeah, a lot of things coming. It will be gradually. We will be announcing different kind of things, but yeah, guys, and as always, the guys from the community call always have the first alphas. But let's continue with the community call because we have a lot of things. You will hear from Felipe again right now because we will share some things about product updates. Felipe, all hitting everything to you. Just let me know when you want me to change this slide for you.
No, yeah, you can change. So I'm bringing product updates, and in the past, product updates were just focused on one product. Now we have more and more kind of things that we're doing. But the first one, like Pedro mentioned, is about our last votings and the voting for the Takeoff Denver Scholarship. So the goal was to select 10 people to come to Denver and hack in Denver. Juanpi will talk more about who are the 10 winners and what will happen for this edition of Takeoff. But I think what I want to highlight is kind of the product metrics and stats. So we broke a few records on this edition, and especially in the terms of the prize pool. So, as you know, this feature, you vote on someone to get a scholarship, but your vote is also a bet. So if you vote on the person that wins, you win a prize. You win a share of the prize pool. And for this edition, the prize pool reached more than 2 million TAL. And 2 million TAL, I mean, at the current price of virtual TAL in the platform is $120,000. So that's the amount of the volume of the voting that people had. So that's a lot. Of course, it was distributed. Some people won, some people lost from the voters, of course. And we got, as you can see here, almost 10K votes casted. More than 250 people applied to win a scholarship. And from these 250, I think around 60 were pre-selected for a shortlist, and then 10 actually won the scholarship and will be in Denver in a month with me and Juanpi. But yeah, so voting is definitely one of the feature and use cases that's been working, and something that we will continue doing and we'll keep improving. On other news, kind of moving on to the next topic, another important change coming to the Talent Protocol app that you might have seen in an email. But basically, and this is related to us getting closer to the TAL launch. So we need to keep Talent Protocol, the ecosystem, healthy and balanced. That's why we decided to launch this inactivity tax. And the main goal is to kind of spot and identify people that are trying to just capture value from the ecosystem without adding any value back, and also rewarding people that are contributing and people that are active users. So basically what will happen is we will, on the first day of every month, we will charge a progressive inactivity tax to all users that have been inactive for more than 180 days. And this will start on February 1st. So on February 1st, we'll see, okay, what users haven't logged in more than 6 months. And from those people that didn't log in from the past 6 months, we will start kind of deducting this kind of a tax that you can see here that progresses over time. Important to note is that this inactivity tax is only applied to TAL that you earned through the platform, only to rewards that you earned, not to TAL that you purchased and that you might have purchased with talent tokens in the past or with votings more recently. So this won't affect any TAL that you spent money on, just on TAL earned. And I think the most interesting thing here is that this is basically a mechanism for redistributing value. So we will be taking some TAL away from people that are inactive and don't care about the project anymore, and distributing it to people that are active. So it's basically a way to kind of to give TAL to people that are adding value, not just people that found Talent Protocol first. So if people found Talent Protocol 2 years ago and they joined and earned some rewards, and then they never came back, we don't think they should get too many rewards. So this is a mechanism for just redistributing that value. So in short, what can you do to avoid the inactivity tax? It's simple. Just stay active and add value to the platform. Just keep or have one active goal, send updates, connect with other users, just complete the quests that you have missing, claim your weekly mystery box, those kinds of things. And if you haven't logged in for the past 6 months, which is probably doesn't apply to anyone watching, but just log in before February 1st, and you'll be good. And also, we know there are some questions regarding this, but we were happy to answer some more questions in the end. Okay, moving on to more news and more about kind of what's coming next. So one decision that we made is basically to split goals and votings into two kind of separate experiences, separate. So these are the two main use cases we have on Talent Protocol app right now: votings and goals. And we plan to, in the future, split them into separate apps because they're different. They're the different use cases. So, but this will come in time. But what we want to announce regarding goals is that votings already has a financial component to it. But goals don't. So starting next week, you will be able to bet on other people's goals. As you can see here from this image, you can see on the top, there's already a USDC amount, and below the goal, you can see thumbs up and a thumbs down. Basically, we'll be able to bet on the outcome of each goal. To understand, just about if the goal is going to be accomplished or not accomplished. And your bets will be anonymous. So no one will know what you betted on, not even the person that owns the goal. And this is something that we think will be pretty cool, and we want to test it further. We've been testing it in kind of a control group, and it's been working very well. And we're excited about this kind of change to goals, because we believe that this kind of betting in financial component is a great way of keeping us accountable towards our goals. We also simplified a bit the goals and what you need to do to create the goal, adding kind of AI to help you write the goal. This is also an important part, so it's much easier to create goals, both with AI and with the simplification. And then you can just keep your subscribers updated on your goals, and then in the end, just selecting if you accomplished it or not. So this is kind of what's coming soon on goals. The last thing I want to mention regarding, this is it. Yeah, the last thing I want to mention is related to Builderfy. Like Peter mentioned in the beginning, I think Builderfy is another app that we're building on top of Talent Protocol, our infrastructure, and it's also progressing at great speed. Some of the new features that we've released in the past weeks are a kind of a deeper integration with Farcaster. This is kind of our main bet moving forward, is connecting Builderfy with both Talent Protocol and Farcaster as the main kind of growth mechanisms, because we know that the Farcaster user base is it's a quality one. So there's a lot of quality users that we want to bring to Builderfy, and also we want to be closer to that community. We revamped the profiles, and now you can answer multiple answers to one question. There's Markdown support for answers. And now you can claim points weekly, and there's a few onboarding quests. A bunch of interesting stuff. There's already a lot of very well-known builders in the app asking questions to each other. And coming soon, there's also a lot of new features, and especially the ability to have open profiles. So if you don't want to monetize your profile with a key, no need to do it. And also open questions, so the ability to ask a question to the entire community instead of just one person. And we will also be opening up the app a little bit more, so letting more people in, because now we're still in a private alpha, which means it's very controlled, the users that we'll are giving invites to, but we will open that more in the coming days and weeks. And yeah, I think this is it regarding product. As you know, although we're kind of focusing a lot on the research and the tech work needed for Talent Protocol V2, we don't stop working on these apps and use cases. And yeah, that's it, Juanpi, from me, and handing it over to you to talk more about what's new on our community.
Okay, awesome. I mean, product updates are huge. You guys just saw there's Builderfy, there's the Goals app. I'm super excited for that. I'm a real veteran in real life, so hope I don't spend all my time here on the Goals app. But well, we have some things to talk about on the community side. Let me share you some alpha on that, some screens. First of all, it's the play to win. Again, every year we have an annual community update. It's a blog post. You can read it. There we shared all our 10 learnings from this year and also our 10 achievements. Also, we mentioned about Builderfy, how it started, the Goals app, how we are transitioning from our previous model, from the beginning of Talent Protocol till where are we now and where are we going. That, as you saw from Pedro, is Talent Protocol V2. So yeah, I think that if you're really engaged with Talent Protocol and want to be up to date, it's a great read that I recommend. I think it will be shared on the chat, the link to the blog. So yeah, that's great. Then, of course, there are some recaps about our whole year. You can see the main ones that we are super close of 200k users. Unfortunately, we couldn't finish the year 2023 with 200k. That would be huge, that would be amazing, but hey, 3k away, it's kind of the same. And about monthly active users, we ended with around 15k, so that's great. And it's not all our achievement. There are a lot of achievements from the community. You can see on the numbers, like 1 million funds raised to support builders. Guys, you are the builders. There were a lot of builders that were helped along this year, from, I don't know, individual grants to sponsors. If you are an OG and remember that Future on Talent Protocol, hey, congrats, and even more congrats if you got one of those sponsors. That was huge. There were a lot of scholarships. As you know, Takeoff program is huge inside the Talent Protocol ecosystem. We made 5 of them. So again, we help a lot of people, even more than 50, because on Takeoff Istanbul for DevConnect, we had 15 scholars. So that's a lot of people that we have helped along the way. Most of them help Talent Protocol. Also, were involved on Talent Protocol. Most of them get their own jobs. It was a great achievement for everyone. Passing to another community update, if you remember from 1 month ago, 2 months ago, we had this builder challenge, again, about grants, about helping our builders and helping the community to grow. We have the builder challenge. We have 3 winners. One of them is Eric, one of them is Dario, and the other one is CryptoRealm. They both created different protocols, different apps. One of them is the Opera, that is related with beer NFT. Yes, guys, as you hear, NFT, tokenized beers. Other one is a Gitcoin grant from Latin projects, Mexican projects. So yeah, that's great because we are helping the community and they are helping the community. So it's kind of composed help to all the builders out there. And the last one that is from Eric, he made a protocol to tokenize different branding. So if you have a brand and you distribute products all around the world, now you can tokenize, you can make NFT for each of them. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on. You can read more about them in our thread explaining all the winners. A huge congrats to them before going on. So yeah, if you are guys are here on the call, it was a pleasure to help you. Then another community update. Of course, we have the pit session. Is something that I really enjoy. I think it's my favorite part of Takeoff. We had, like, if I'm not wrong, around 20 builders sharing their story, sharing why they deserve to go to Denver, sharing their history, what are they doing, and as you know, 10 of them won the scholarship. So yes, guys, we have our 10 Takeoff Denver finalists. These guys are going to Denver with me and with Philippe. We will have a lot of fun. We will go to every event. We will participate on the Buildathon, probably also on the Beetle Camp. It's going to be a huge trip. I'm really bullish on that. It's our 12th edition of Takeoff. Damn, 12 editions of Takeoff. That's a lot, guys. It's a lot of editions. And yeah, it's our second one on Takeoff Denver. We already made one last year. And yeah, this is the first of the year, the first of 2024. So yeah, probably some alphas coming soon. But again, a huge congrats to all the winners. We will probably have some information about them later on. But let's go to the thing. Let's go to the Q&A. I know with Pedro talking about Talent Protocol V2, with Philippe talking about all these product updates, and maybe even some questions about the community side. You guys now have some time to create your own questions. While you put some questions on the chat, I will leave you the NFT so you can mint this NFT to prove that you actually have been on this call. So yeah, you can mint it for some minutes. Let's see the questions you guys are asking. Okay, first off, the question that I think I can answer about the voting, it was something that I really enjoyed. I was like those 2 weeks in front of the computer every day, seeing how it was going, the vote, the price will increase gradually. Last 10 minutes of the voting were crazy. But the thing is that a lot of people were complaining about team voting on the vote. I actually don't think it's bad. I actually don't think it's great. I mean, it's, of course, there are a lot of opinion, but we will indeed work on that for future editions of the voting. We will try to see some mechanisms to try to avoid exploiting a lot of the voting and letting other people participate more and try to not modify a lot of the prize pool. Then there's another question related with mobile, that mobile app will be released. I don't know, Philippe, if you want to toggle this one. You're mute again.
I got lost on Discord. Don't worry. Mobile app. It's not on our short-term roadmap, but like a native mobile app. But we are working on making the apps more mobile first. So at least as a progressive web app, so an app that you can download directly from the browser. The design updates coming to the goals app, and then afterwards for the voting app, and even the app that you use to create your passport. Those will all be mobile first, and you can install them as an app on your phone if you want to, but not via the App Store.
Okay, and now that I have you on the stage, do you know about the mystery box? If it was sold, because there are a lot of questions about mystery box being sold out. I know some of you guys enter every Monday to claim those rewards, so I think you can ask this.
But what's the question? I didn't understand. Why was the mystery box sold out?
Yeah, now it's fixed if it was a bug or if it was intended.
No, it wasn't a bug. It was talked to the team about it, and in the previous mystery box unlocking, it always worked because there were not many people unlocking, but we put an hard cap on it. So when it hit the hard cap, it was sold out. So honestly, there's nothing to fix. Is not a bug. Is a feature, but it's an unintended feature. But as we said before, we want to reuse the inactivity tax to reward active users, and mystery box will be the vehicle. So we're going to change that to that. So there's no point fixing something when we're going to actually make it 10x better. So that's the answer, the best answer I can give now.
Thanks for answering, Pedro.
Just a quick one. I also couldn't claim my mystery box. I was too late. So I'm on the same boat.
Okay, I am curious if someone on the chat had those 500 tal. I know there's less and less chances every time, but maybe there's a lucky one here on the chat. Another question was about the NFTs, our talent mates, if they were customizable. In the beginning, they were, but as you guys know, we stopped supporting Talent Mates B1. Yes, guys, B1, because Talent Mates B2 is coming as part of Talent Protocol B2. So there's not going to be updates on the initial Talent Mates because huge things are coming for Talent Mates V2. So what I can say is that be ready and prepare for that launch because it's going to be super interesting, I think. Another question, Pedro, this is for you, is that why Talent Protocol is so generous with the community? Why are we so generous?
That's okay because we are amazing people. We are booking our spot in heaven. That's the goofy answer, but the proper answer. I mean, it's about incentives. I mean, it all goes down to the mission, and the mission is to support the next gen of builders achieve success. And we believe there's money in that, and there's money in supporting talent, and it makes sense. So there's money because it makes sense. So I would say the faster it's a mix of great people and it's a great business as well.
Okay, awesome, great. Last question of the call of the first call of the year, and to I think that answer that question, I should put this slide. Pedro, this is for you. Is when can we sell TAL? People are asking.
Some of you actually there's actually a couple things I would like to mention here. So I think going back into the past, we were supposed to launch the token in 2022. That was the initial plan, and then Luna crashed and bear market, all that. So it was bad luck, but at the same time it was good luck because we weren't ready. We would launch a token and we'd be wrecked right after. We didn't have the foundations to build a token that matters, and now we do. All right, we're in a good phase. So this will depend on negotiations. There's no binding date yet. It will depend on negotiations with token launches, and when that's done, we'll have a date, and then we can build everything and grow towards that date. But it's stupid to compromise with the date when there's a negotiation running. Doesn't make any sense. And then all the information can be shared with the community about that. Okay, so let's not put. We have a saying in Portuguese. Let's not put the cart in front of the horses or the bull. Okay, let's keep the horses in front of the carriage so it goes forward correctly. And the last thing I want to say is some of you. Because you were like super engaged with Xmas quests, you got a VIP ticket, right? And what's this VIP ticket all about? And so I just want to basically say that this VIP ticket will be, will for those of you who have, it's gonna be very useful for let's just say for public private sales on Launchpads. So I don't want to go too deep into that, but I just wanted to drop this note because this question has been asked many, many times before this call.
Okay, thanks, Pedro. Thanks for all that clarification. Yeah, guys, if you participated in the Christmas quest, you had those VIP tickets, but probably more quests, more special events coming soon. So, of course, stay tuned. Activate our notifications on Twitter. That is our main channel where we share every news out there. Also, if you want to sell your tile, I mean, guys, I think you should hold it because a lot of utilities coming to tile on this month. So great to see on that. Yeah, that's all for this community call. Thanks for being here. Let's do this. Let's play to win. Talent Protocol V2 coming soon. So yeah, it's a pleasure to have you all here. Great to have you, Felipe, again on this community call. I hope to see you on the next one, community call 26. That, if I'm not wrong, it will be prior to Ethereum Denver. So we will probably share a lot of alphas about that. So yeah, see you guys. Thanks for being here.